What worries about hill starts?
Find the bite point.
Find the biting point.
And the gas.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So if you have to pull away from here, what's the procedure you want to do?
always check the mirrors.
What's the first thing you want to do before you do mirrors?
I don't know.
Into gear. Get your biting.
Oh yeah.
Get your gas on.
Okay.
Get your biting point.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
Because what you were doing last week was, or the other week was, you were taking the handbrake off and you haven't got your biting point, had you?
Mm.
So it's rolling a bit.
Yeah.
So let's put it in gear.
Yeah.
That's it, and just get your gas and biting point harder. Some gas first. There's your gas, and then just when you feel the biting point, you feel a little pull, don't you? See? And do your observations then. And there's no rush on the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And then just pull over on the left again.
Yeah.
Right. So we felt a little roll then, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Brake a little bit higher because of the hill.
Yeah.
So there's a little roll then by about, I reckon, a centimetre or two might have rolled.
Mm.
And you adjust the clutch quite nice for it. So we just need to get the biting point a little bit higher. We're talking maybe a millimetre, two, something like that. So when you lift that biting point a little bit more,
Okay.
but obviously if you go too high, you're going to feel the car lift right up, and it might even stall on you.
Mm.
But I would definitely use the handbrake on a hill start, no matter what car you're driving, whether you're driving your diesel or whether you're driving a petrol car, especially when you're under pressure on the test, because there's always going to be a hill start somewhere. So try it again.
Okay.
That's it, there's your gas. That's it, keep the gas on. And find that biting point. Feel it there? Have a look round, look round. Right, let's pull over again on the left. Alright. Okay, so the pedals went fine. Look round.
Always miss something.
Because concentrate on your feet, you see. You forget to look round.
Okay, next time.
So,
Look around.
so get your feet right, yeah? Get your feet right so you're happy with it. Because there's no rush, is there? And then do your observations.
Okay.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Again? Because it's one of the things where you're actually really good at driving, but this is one of the little things that you worry about a bit. So that's it, as your gas, and then find your biting point. You want a bit more of a pull because you're on a hill. And then once you feel like you're there, and then pull over again on the left. Alright. Secure the car a second. That was alright. Quite nice. When you're looking round, and this goes back to whether you're on a hill or whether you're on a flat there, the pedals were fine, gas and biting point was fine, you release the handbrake, you pull off quite nice. And you're looking round, right? If you look round and there's a delay in moving off, just remember to, as you're about to go, check your right blind spot again, make sure nothing's changed.
Okay.
Alright? Okay, so we're going to move off here. There's a junction at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
If there's nothing behind us, stop on the junction. So you've got a hill start on the junction.
Okay.
Alright? Obviously, if there's something behind us that's clear, we'll just carry on going.
Okay.
Alright? We don't want to hold them for no reason. There's your gas. Remember, find that biting point. And then right shoulder. That's it. That's it. Okay? We happy with that? So we're going to go right at the end of it.
Right.
Yeah? So we pull up on the left by the lamppost again.
Yeah. Okay.
Remember that left mirror as well.
Oh yeah.
Alright? So just remember when you're pulling over, you've got some good mirror checks. Check your left side as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because you want to make sure what's next to you. Right, so when you're ready, remember what you're going to do again? Tell me.
In first gear.
First gear.
Find the bite point,
Find the gas first.
the gas first, bite point,
Yeah.
and check,
Check round.
yeah, and
And don't
Well-
rush off. Just take your time. It's not a rush. When people worry about hillstarts, they rush it a bit. So move off when you're ready then.
okay.
And I'll just, if that's all right with you, I'll just sit back and watch. That's
No.
it. And say nothing. Yeah. Do you want me to help you?
No.
Fine then.
Yeah.
And then pull over on the left. What do you think of that one?
Oh, it's better than
That was excellent, that. No, mine better was excellent. Nothing wrong with that.
when you take time.
Yeah.
It's easier, but in a rush time when you're driving.
What do you mean in a rush time? You mean in rush hour?
Yeah, when you drive, it's like to remember when I went in the city center.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
need to wait on the roundabout. When it's there, it's busy, many cars behind you. You don't think to take time. You just
But
you need the one to move.
whether it be on a hill like this or a roundabout on a hill, just say you're on a roundabout and you're waiting on front of a roundabout on a hill. Get yourself ready like you did then, and just why instead of doing the observation looking round by IRA, just do the observation looking to your right and looking in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, same sort of thing. You know, because the cars behind you, as long as you don't take like forever and ever, then you're fine, aren't you? Because I'm just saying take your time, just so you got to think about it more. So
Yeah.
when you're on your driving test, or even after your driving test and you're doing a hill start, you can still take your time. You know, because over the course of a few months, that'll get quicker and quicker anyway. Because you'll get more confident with the gas and biting point where it is and the observations. It's just, I'm just saying, just go a little bit slower to think about each stage. That's all it is. All right. So when you take your test, you can go at that speed and you'll be fine. You know.
Yeah, it's just a feel because people has no patience with new drivers or just do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of impatient drivers out there who'll bib the horn at you,
Yeah.
and you look in the
And it
mirror,
make
and
you
they'll
more
wave,
nervous, yeah.
and they'll wave at you, like saying, "What are you doing that for? Get on with it. You could have gone."
Yeah, I
But you
know.
just got to get over that hurdle, and not worry about them behind you, and concentrate on you pulling off safely. Because if you rush, what'll happen is
You stole the car.
you stall the car, yeah, or you're gonna
They do more mistakes. They roll back.
all that, yeah. So if you take your time and do it right first time, you can ignore the guy behind you bibbing his arm because you haven't gone in 1 second. You've gone in as soon as you get yourself ready. Because if you're stopping, it's because you can't go, are you? Which means that you've got time to get yourself ready. Think like that. Yeah.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
So while we're driving around, then, if we have opportunity, we're going to drive just like we are now. Just we're going to drive off. If the junction's clear, we're going to go. If it's not clear, we're going to stop.
Okay.
And we're just going to carry on driving. And if we come to a hill, we'll do it like normal. Hill start, handbrake, first gear, gas biting point, look round and go. So just drive like normal. We're just doing a bit of practicing here, right? But there's always going to be that bit of, oh, the guy behind me, he's going to get annoyed because I'm waiting a few seconds. You can get lost, can't you?
It's difficult when it's just talking. I know you have a lot of experience, you know,
Yeah.
but when, for me, as a new driver, it's difficult for have a balance.
Yeah.
You know, for the people behind you, beep or waving. What are you doing? And you thinking about what you need to do to do correctly. So your mind just work crazy, and you do a lot more mistakes. It's difficult because I can tell because I'm in the position for very new driver.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be plenty of people who are watching this now who are nodding their head exactly agreeing with you. I feel the pressure. And when I was your age, when I was your young lad, you know, when I first started out, I was exactly the same. You know, I had the pressure, and it's only with time you get used to it.
Yeah, I know, because the experience will make you feel confident what you're doing. But until you get in there, you feel it's difficult for you just manage everything together.
So when you're on your own next time, or when you're with your husband driving and you come to a hill start, just do the procedure. If you have to give way and it's on a hill, put your handbrake on, put it in first gear, get your gas, get your biting point, and just at that point there's no rush. You just got to pull off when it's safe. You know, because that doing what you did then, I'm going to say just go slow, but it's going to take you maybe between 3 and 10 seconds to do it all.
I know it's not long.
Yeah,
it don't
it just
take
feels
long for you to do the procedure and you go right. Is the pressure behind you make you feel uncomfortable?
The people behind you that whether they bib or whether they're just right behind you close, pressurising you, I don't think it's personal, because I don't know you. It's just that they're in a rush for whatever reason. You know, I mean, if it was personal, you would know.
Now is in a rush. Wanted everything quick, and when it's someone make you be stuck in somewhere, they just get grumpy.
It's like when you pass your test, people say, do you put P plates on? Or don't put P plates on. It's up to each person individually how they feel about it. Sometimes P plates help, telling people that you passed, you back off a little bit. Some people see it as a reason to overtake you, because they think you're going slow, but you're not. You're doing a good speed limit. You know, so there's pluses and minuses, but it's all down to what you think, really. You know, but I wouldn't. I know it's easy me saying this now, but I wouldn't personally worry about people behind me. I would just think, right, as long as I'm doing it right, I'm always going to get someone who bibs me. Even when I'm driving, if I don't pull off because I don't think that gap's big enough, someone might bib me because I've got an L plate on top, and I'm an experienced driver of 30 years. So I just look at them in the mirror. Right, okay then. If you want to take a risk, that's up to you, but I'm not. Think like that. All right?
Yeah.
Okay? We're happy to move on.
Yes.
So when you're ready then, we're going to do a hill start, and if it's fine, we're going to drive to the junction and turn right.
Okay.
Obviously, if it's clear, we'll just go. If it's not clear, we'll stop at the junction.
All right.
Okay, with that? Bit sunny again. Not bad, not bad. So it's a right turn at the end.